Hello everyone, I'm back with another Voiceplay reaction. Just really briefly, I wanted to say thank you. I made my last video, it was my first video, and you guys have been, I only got a handful of views and I got some great comments, and that's way more than I thought I was going to get. I literally thought I was just speaking to no one. So I'm beginning to understand that this Voiceplay / acapella community is super welcoming, and I'm way less fearful of doing this than I was last time. Makes it way easier to be myself and have a genuine reaction to what I'm about to do. So again, thank you. I had a smile on my face at work yesterday all day, and I'm not going to win Content Creator of the Year, but that's not really my objective here. So yeah, this is Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun. I'm doing this because I think Chris Cornell's probably my favorite singer of all time. And when I saw that Voiceplay, an acapella group, did Black Hole Sun, I really can't figure out how they're going to do this. Judging from the thumbnail, it looks like they've gone for some cyberpunk variant. Okay, I mean, how could I not react to this as my second video for Voiceplay? Okay, that's it for my long-winded intro. Let's do it. Hello. Caesar. Wow, what a voice. In disguises no one knows, hides the face, lies the snake, and the sun in my disgrace. Oh, some distortion there. So, still don't know where they're going with this. Caesar's it's the first time I hear Caesar like this, just isolated. And Jeff's just doing it's surprisingly similar to the original with those bass tones and the voice, minus the guitars, of course. Some distortion here. So it's kind of teasing some difference from the original, but let's keep going. Oh, this is Anthony. Okay. What a riff. Lane. Ah, hello, Jeff. Here we go. So again, I'm hearing that double bass that they like to do. I've only reacted to one video, but they did the same thing with Lane backing up Jeff's bass. And again, I have no idea what Lane's doing here. Let me hear it one last time. I'm tempted to say it's a growl, but it doesn't sound like a growl. It doesn't sound like chest fry. Doesn't sound like a sub either. I know I've seen a few videos with bass singers doing Voiceplay, like Peter Barber. He'd probably know. So I don't know. Maybe one of you guys know. You were kind enough to give me a lot of context on Voiceplay for my first video. So maybe you know. I have no idea. Oh my God. Won't you come? Won't you come? Won't you come? Stuttering, cold and damp, still the warm wind tired. Distortion. Times are gone for honest men, sometimes far too long for snakes. In my shoes, walk and sleep. Nice. In my youth, I pray to keep. So I've noticed they do this quite a lot. They'll add a lot of contrast by having the basses go down, or the basses, Jeff, go down the same time that the tenors go up, and it opens up the sound. It sounds so great. Listen to this. In my youth, I pray to keep. Heaven send hell. That's high. Okay, getting fancy with the bass. And that, I love to hear that. That's the little bit for all of us Chris Cornell fans, that little, no one sings like you anymore. It hits quite hard because it reminds us of him. And Ellie there holding on to the note, maybe a little more than it's called for. sounds a lot like a tribute to me, and I'm really happy to hear that. Yes, and Jeff, yeah, beautiful. Okay, now it's really beginning to become its own beautiful harmony. Okay, a distortion, yeah. Curious to see how they're going to do the breakdown there. It's simple, but at the same time, they really made it their own. They haven't gone for, you know, dubstep or something I was a little fearful of them doing, just because Lane and Jeff together can do that kind of stuff. They've kept it relatively faithful while making it their own. It's obviously pretty stylized. They're adding some post-production here, some effects. And just because, you know, I know that the acapella purists probably won't like that, but they're Voiceplay. They do their own thing. They're making it fun. The effects don't take away from the voices. And another thing I love is with these kind of setups, you're not making these flashy videos. You're keeping them in front of the camera in a simple way. And when, maybe it's just me, but when I see these videos, when they're all there, when I see them talking, I can hear the voice a lot more clearly on my headset. So yeah, so far, loving it. I was a little fearful it was going to go too dubsteppy. I don't hate dubstep, but this song, I prefer the way they've done it, which is kind of stylized. Yeah, anyway, going too far here, but let's keep going. Okay, have to have a solo.
Till you all just disappear.
Yes, beautiful. Wow. Wow. Okay, so I started out listening to Voiceplay because Jeff never got old. I mean, he's the main reason I started. But the more I'm listening, the more I'm impressed by both Caesar and Ellie. And Anthony in this has a great voice, really rich. But I'm sure that anyone who's technically minded will say that Ellie hitting these notes, several notes above tenor high C, is at least as you know, as praiseworthy as Jeff hitting the notes, the low notes. I mean, that's incredible. What is that? Like an E? High E? Something like that? I mean, wow. A little distortion. Wow. I'm liking this more than Voice the Colors. It sounds very Voiceplay-ish. It's a perfect example of what they can do. Yeah. So yeah, I've had a couple of minutes to think about what I think about that. As I said in the reaction, I do prefer it to Hoist the Colors, and I love Hoist the Colors, but I think this is a little more heartfelt. Maybe it's just because I love Chris Cornell, but I think they did him proud here. And I had a sinking feeling that if I didn't like this, that would have been goodbye to my Voiceplay reactions, simply because no one wants to hear they don't like it. But I did. I kind of wish I'd focused a little more on Anthony, but I know that they've done more with him, and so I'll be checking that out. My plan was to go shift onto Jeff, but after listening to this, no. I will eventually, but I do want to hear Caesar and Ellie more. But I want to hear Caesar take a lead vocal role, so I'm going to research a little bit, and my next video will probably be with Caesar or, I mean, Ellie as well, but Caesar's voice just sounds so calming, and I want to hear him take a lead role. So that's probably going to be my next reaction. As always, guys, thank you so much for making me less self-conscious and react and being so welcoming. I know, I mean, this is a 20 euro setup I have here. It's not particularly flattering, but it's, I mean, I don't really care. It's more about sharing my reaction to these videos and being part of this community and seeing what you guys think. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you later. Bye.